Hey girl, hey, it's your favorite girl Kiri, and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. By the title you see the video, so let's hop right into it. Girl, let's talk about these tariff taxes, okay? I know someone commented down below in one of my videos and she asked me about it. Fortunately, to God be the glory, my business is not affected by it. I like to call that favor. What do you call it? But yes, my particular vendor, they increased. It didn't look like an increase to me, but maybe they went up like $2 on the bundle. I really think that it's more so an issue with the Chinese vendors, because think about it, we've always had tariff taxes, but now it is just basically like beef between who's gonna pay what type of thing. So I don't really get into politics, but I wanted to let you guys know how it affected me, and if it is affecting you, a few things that you can do to avoid losses per se. So this is why it is important to price your products correctly, because when things like this happen, like this is something that we cannot control. So when things like this happen, you're able to pivot, and it wouldn't make a difference. Like your customers wouldn't be affected in the long run because it's not affecting your business per se. So me, when I first started out G3 hair collection, when I first launched, my prices were, I had a higher end price point. I actually reduced them when I rebranded this year, but I had a higher price point. So maybe for 3 bundles of 18, 20, 22, you probably came out paying like $385. Now you may pay like, I don't know, don't quote me on the exact price, but this is what I'm giving you an example. So let's say the retail price was $385 and I brought it down this year now. So now let's say it's $355 now. If I do need to increase, they wouldn't know the difference because they've paid it before, you know what I mean? So that's another thing. You have to price your products correctly. So my products has always been priced between, I try to make a profit of $40 to $50 per bundle, not per order. So per bundle would be if the vendor charges $45 for the bundle, I'm going to charge $40 extra for retail. So if it's $45 from the vendor, $40 from me, it is now $85 retail. Do you get what I'm saying? So if I'm getting 3 bundles of the same length, it is 85 times 3, but you also need to include if there are any shipping fees, if there are any payment fees. And if you're using Shopify, there is, I believe it's a 2.9% and then 30 cents per transaction. So they're going to charge you anyway. So I recently had an order for about $500, over $500. It was like $525. Shopify took $15 of that. So I was left with $510. So they're going to get theirs off the top. Me, I use the pre-order method. So my vendor has a shipping fee. The shipping fee varies from about $52 to $58. So I know that they're going to charge me a shipping fee per order, as well as if you're using PayPal, which I have stopped using PayPal because they have gotten smart. The vendors, they put it in the cost for us to pay when it's really for the merchant to pay. So you're going to pay a PayPal fee. So I have stopped using PayPal with them and I just use MoneyGram, and it is cheaper. But again, it also counts how your business is set up. So like I said, I use the pre-order method. So basically I'm paying something for every order, versus if you have inventory, you don't have to pay those shipping fees every time. So yes, there are pros and cons to both, but ultimately what I'm saying is this is why you need to make sure your pricing is correct. So I gave you guys a pricing video before, I want to say last year, and I told you guys to basically try to factor including everything in it, which it is not necessarily necessary unless it just depends on how your business is set up. So I have now a client that I'm working with and we're going over pricing. And during her session, we were going over pricing and I was showing her like how I do everything and how I set up everything. And I do use Google Sheets to do this. And she was just like, whoa. And it shows you like, if you have a vendor that charges a lot for a bundle, you have to think about like in order for you to make a profit, you have to charge like maybe $40 to $50 more than what they're charging just to make a profit. And if that's the case, then your hair may be too expensive. And it isn't, to me, there's no such thing, because there's a client base for everything. It's like the person who buys Chanel is not necessarily looking at Coach. It's nothing wrong with the two brands. They just know who they're catering to. Coach is more affordable. Chanel is luxury. So you just have to know who you're catering to, but it gives you a vivid breakdown of who you can. I hear a lot of people say like, I can't make a profit because da. Well, yeah, it depends on your audience. Like the most of the time people don't know who they're catering to. So that's why there's an issue, because it's like, this person isn't going to pay for that. Well, yeah, then that means that that's not your audience, or if it is, you're going to have to tailor your prices according to that. So when it comes to the tariffs, it's something that we cannot control. This is what goes on in the world right now. We just need to stay focused and pivot. This is God's green earth, okay? Forget the president, governor, mayor, senator, all of them. They just people in position, but this is God's green earth, and we just need to stay focused on him. And that's it. Like, we can't control what we're going to do about the tariffs. You just have to pivot. Either you find another vendor that doesn't have the tariff taxes or aren't charging the customers, or I don't know what to tell you. I do, however, have a virgin hair vendor, a wig vendor. They do have bundles as well, but I have inquired with them about wigs for future references. They are not, the last time we spoke, they were not charging us the tariff tax. Like, they was going to get theirs. So if you want that vendor, let me know. It is not for free. It is for sale for $50 per usual. But yeah, so just don't be discouraged about what's going on in the world. There's nothing we can do about it besides pivot. And you can also always inform your customers and let them know, like, obviously everybody knows what's happening in the world. So you can always let them know what's going on, like, hey, expect a slight increase. And if you don't want to do that, always offer incentives or discounts where they'll continue to shop with you, like, regardless. Like, if your hair is bomb, they're gonna always shop with you. But I just believe in open communication. I haven't communicated with them about it because it's irrelevant for me as of now. But I'm just giving you ideas or things that you can do. So yes, you can offer higher discounts. I don't know, because your prices are higher, you can offer free shipping, but it's not really free because you're including it in the pricing. It just all goes to that. So if you guys want a part 2 of this video and you want a legitimate breakdown as if you are a part of KHA, let me know. Comment down below and let me know if the tariffs are affecting you and you're having difficulty. Let's talk about it in the comments, girl. Like, I'm always here. You guys comment down below, let me know. Again, per usual, if you would like to, if the Lord placed it on your heart to work with KHA, send us an email. If you are looking to slay the G3 way, head over to www.g3haircollection.com and receive $20 off of your first purchase. I'm going to be out. That's it for today's video. I love you guys. Until next time, bye.